Hello friends, and welcome back to Living with Cambria. Also, welcome if you are new. So I don't normally do these face-to-face intros. However, I figured all of y'all would want to see Freya. So I'm jumping on just to just tell you about today's video and then let you see baby girl. She's over here making all sorts of noises. You say hi, baby girl. Oh, say hello. She is starting to get hungry again, but that seems to be all the time. But today's video is a marathon video. If you don't know what that is, it's just a compilation of some of my older cleaning videos all in one to give you a ton of cleaning motivation just to tackle your entire house. I also am curious what you guys want to see coming up on my channel. Obviously right now with just having Freya about a week ago and it being a C-section, there's a lot of cleaning I shouldn't be doing right now. My doctor would yell at me. So I'm thinking about possibly a little bit of other content to fill in till I can get you guys some awesome cleaning motivation again. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see, and I really hope you guys enjoy today's marathon. I love these marathons just to really tackle my entire to-do list, but I'll do a quick little show again of her, and then let's get into today's video.
Saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties, but I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see, but never, never, ever, ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. So today we have a ton of motivation in this video. I did a little bit of everything. The biggest project was tackling the boys' room. We really needed to do a huge declutter of their toys, their clothes, everything. And this hit me literally just the other day when I asked them to clean their rooms, and we had a huge temper tantrum because it was too much work. Well, I tell my kids all the time, if cleaning up after themselves is too much work, then they have too many things. So we definitely made that our project for the week. Plus, they both just went through a huge growth spurt, and I had to go through and get rid of all the clothes that didn't fit. But on top of that, I also just have my regular cleaning routines. I decided to share a recipe with you guys, and there's just a ton in this video. So before I talk way too much, as I already am, let's get into today's motivation. Alright, so I had so many questions the other day when my husband was on video, and I just thought about it because he popped in this clip about the yard work he does. I shared that in a couple videos back because so many people ask if my husband appreciates all I do or what he does and things like that. So I really wanted to share just kind of our routine of how I handle inside, he handles outside. And we both appreciate each other so much for taking care of our different areas of the house. But I have to say, so many people mentioned how we need a riding lawnmower. And I just literally died laughing seeing all those comments, because normally the comments I get are how he should be helping me more. And then I share that video and I'm told that I need to get him a riding lawnmower. I don't know. I found it very funny. I also need to point out my husband and I have looked into them, and he honestly just feels like for the cost of what they run, he'd rather just get the exercise. Our yard isn't that big, so he doesn't mind just cutting the grass once a week and getting that little bit of extra cardio in.
Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call on me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run and only leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, the one who's breaking
All right, and then after I was all done in our room, I moved straight into the boys' room, and I just started by going through their clothes. So the way I have their dresser set up is everything on the left is Xander's and everything on the right is Bjorn. So I always go through Bjorn's first because for the most part, what I do is literally take what doesn't fit Xander and transfer it into Bjorn's drawers. I've said this before that Xander's like totally my quarterback. He's tall, slim, just a little mini nothing. He's definitely got his daddy's body type. And then Bjorn is totally my linebacker. Like, he is tall as well. Like, for a 4-year-old, he is a large 4-year-old. But the hard thing I'm having is for like pants. I'm not able to transfer a ton of the pants because when I bought stuff for Xander, I always got slim or skinny jeans because it's the only thing that would stay on his butt. And now with Bjorn, those do not fit. So we're getting a little bit harder with hand-me-downs. But I did just recently go to Old Navy and get Xander a bunch of size 8s because that was the biggest thing. And luckily there are enough sizes that fit for Bjorn that I could still transfer some over. But you can see this pile right here. This is all stuff that either doesn't fit or all the skinny jeans that doesn't fit Xander, and I know will never fit Bjorn just because he is my bigger kid out of the two of them. Other reason that is so funny, and you guys can let me know in the comments below, is Xander's like my quiet, shy, video gaming like kid. And he also eats like a horse. Like, this kid can take down an entire frozen pizza on his own. And he is a skinny little nothing. Bjorn, on the other hand, will spend all day outside on the trampoline, swimming, biking. Like, he is a crazy person. And it is such a struggle to get him to eat anything. And he is my, I don't want to call him big because it's just, he's a solid kid, but I'm sure you get what I mean. And I just find it funny. My skinny mini eats like a horse and would literally play on his computer all day. And then my solid kid runs and is so active, and I have to like fight him to get him to get enough calories in during the day. And he is my solid kid. Of course, that's how it works. But the nice thing about that is pretty much like here, when it comes to shirts, they wear like the exact same size. So I'm literally just getting rid of everything that is a size 6 or smaller, because anything bigger than that, both of them wear. So I can now pretty much send them upstairs to get their clothes, and I don't need to worry about Xander coming in something that's way too small or Bjorn coming down in something that's way too big, it does make laundry situation and the kids getting ready in the morning a lot easier.
Down, down, down like a waterfall. You're keeping the smiles apart. You got me down, down, down like a waterfall. You know just how to restrain a heart.
And then moving on to toys. Now, I normally do this every August anyway. Both the boys have September birthdays. So in August, I usually do a huge pare down of their toys, knowing they have birthdays coming up. So I didn't mind doing this a little bit sooner than I normally do. Like I said, they were the other day, this closet's clean because I wanted them to straighten it up, but it was such a struggle that I knew we had to pare down and do this sooner than later. And actually, with Freya coming in September, possibly August, who knows, I'm actually glad I got this done now because this is a huge project of organizing and decluttering. And who knows, even if Freya is not here in August, I don't know if I would have the energy come August to do this. So we spent all day. I do make the kids pitch in. I started with Bjorn because honestly, he's the one that we had the fight with the other day. And I told him if he wouldn't help his brother clean his room, he was going to be made to help me organize and declutter all their toys. I make the boys help anyway, usually, just because this is not easy to have kids help. It can be very overwhelming and very stressful. However, I am a firm believer that kids need to learn these simple skills of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing, and to know why we are doing it. And it also makes it less stressful on them if they have a choice. There's a lot of conversation going on here. If they say they want to keep something and I think we should get rid of it, I really make them explain to me why they want to keep it, not just because. And then I'll explain why I think we should get rid of it, and we make that decision together. So this is something that I definitely recommend getting your kids involved in. It can be stressful. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. It literally took all day. This is probably a project that would have taken me a couple hours, but not all day if I did it myself. But it's just so important to get these simple skills for your children. So highly, highly, highly recommend making this I do it about twice a year, but even if it's once a year, go through your kids' stuff, organize it, clean it, declutter it, and get them involved. And make sure you have a bottle of wine at the end of the night. Obviously, being pregnant, I can't have wine, but I will say, if you follow me on Instagram, this was the night that I went out and had girls' night, and it was well deserved after all of this. They had so many books in their closet, and we really only have about a handful that we really reach for. So I'm just going through these and grabbing the ones that we reach for and gonna put those back into their closet. And then I'm also taking a couple that I know are more babyish that I'll end up putting in Freya's room. But we ended up donating a lot of these just because we don't grab for them. And I see no point. I have a hard time getting rid of books, but I finally got to a point where I'm like, okay, we need to downsize because they're just taking up room and space. We don't grab for them, so there really is no reason for us to keep them. And then I had the boys come upstairs and help me downsize their blankets. This is another really hard project because my kids love their blankets, like absolutely love them, but they have not been sleeping on their beds for probably 4 or 5 months now. They literally take all the blankets off the bed and sleep on the floor every night. So it's been getting really overwhelming when I get up in the morning and have to put away all those blankets. So I wanted to downsize the blankets. We moved the bookshelf that was in the closet out. That way they can put their stuffed animals on. They don't have a ton of little stuffed animals and stuff, but the ones they have, they really, really love. So I wanted to definitely make sure that those were put nicely so that they can use them. And then I'm just doing the final cleanup after having them with the decluttering. When it comes to the final cleanup, I do this myself because there's a specific way I want it. And I only actually clean their room, like go in and vacuum, make their beds, dust about once a week. The rest of the week it is up to them. But that once a week, I do it myself to my standards. That way it's really clean and done well. And that way they can see what my standards are when they do it all the other times of the week. So this is just me finishing up, getting this room back to its normal state after the crazy declutter and organization of it. We ended up getting rid of a whole black garbage bag of clothes, which when you think that they're kids' clothes, that's a lot of clothes. 2 black garbage bags of toys, black garbage bag of blankets, and a whole box of books. So we got rid of a lot. I forgot to get footage of it. Also, if you see me put stuff in black garbage bags, it's not because it's going to the trash. It's purely that this is how we will transfer it to the donations place. It's the easiest way is just putting them in these bags and then taking them there. So that is why they're in trash bags. They're not being trashed, but that is how we are taking them from one area to the next.
Change the way I love it. Maybe if I try to fix this start then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. If I change the way then I change my mind. Baby, we got time. If I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this start then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. If I change the way, then I change my mind. Maybe we got time. I can change the way to make this
Alright, so this is actually the next day, like I mentioned, with that taking all day the day before. Not my normal cleaning routine that happens downstairs got done at all. So I wanted to definitely go in and get the downstairs really clean today. And big thing was probably the floors. The floors definitely needed a good vacuuming, a really good mopping between the dogs and the kids. And we had rain over the couple days prior, the floors were just trash. So just going through and doing a really good tidy up of the entire main floor, as well as getting dinner prepared, which I will be sharing with you that recipe shortly. So I actually shared this cleaner on my Instagram. This is not sponsored. They just sent this to me to my P.O. box. So I've been trying it out. I will say I've actually really been enjoying it in my dishwasher. It works really, really well. And we have very hard water. So normally we get like hard water spots that over time I have to vinegar my dishes and stuff just to get rid of those. And this took care of it. So I'm only sharing it, like I said, not sponsored. They just sent it to me and I am truly enjoying it. And it's just an Amazon product. So I would definitely go and check it out if you're looking for just something a little bit stronger than your typical Tide, or because it says you can use it on literally laundry, dishes, pretty much every surface in your house. So I'm just grabbing out my slow cooker because I'm doing a slow cooker bourbon chicken. I actually don't like calling it bourbon chicken because it was really, really good, but I wouldn't call it bourbon chicken. I saw this recipe on Tiffany from Beauty and the Beastin's channel, and right now with being pregnant, there's times I like see something and I just need it, and this was one of those recipes. So Tiffany, this is all your fault. Now I'm not making it exactly how she made it. I'm kind of tweaking it with stuff we had in the house and changing it up slightly. But all I need is honey, soy sauce, garlic, ketchup, red pepper flakes, onion, chicken, and some sort of thickening agent. I use a roux, but you can also use cornstarch or something like that. But all I'm doing is adding a cup of honey, and then I will add a cup of soy sauce and half a cup of ketchup. And that will be the main part of the sauce for this recipe. And then I just add about half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes and about 2 tablespoons of garlic. Now when it comes to the garlic and the red pepper flakes, you really can do it to preference. We like a lot of garlic in our house, and we like a lot of spice, but not so much the kids. So you could definitely add more red pepper if you want it, or less if you really, really don't like the spice. And then after you have that all mixed up, you just set it to the side, and then I'm going to dice up an onion as well as the chicken. Now I diced the chicken before putting it into the slow cooker. You definitely don't have to. I just think the flavors meld together better when you cut up the chicken. Also, I'm using chicken thighs. You can totally use chicken breasts. You do not have to use the thighs. We just prefer chicken thighs, so that's what I have in the house. And then one thing with chicken thighs, they can be a fattier meat, so you can definitely trim off the fat before putting it into the slow cooker. But whenever I put stuff in the slow cooker, I don't worry about it as much because usually it all renders down.
I'm telling you, I'm not doing this again. I'll let you win. I'ma let you win.
And then obviously when you are dealing with raw meat, don't forget to wash your hands. That can be a huge thing. You do not want the cross-contamination. But then I just put my crock pot to high. I like to add a bag of peppers and onions to the bottom of my crock pot. And then I add the chicken on top of that. And then the fresh onions on top of that. You do not need to add the onions or the peppers if you don't want, but I really like the flavor of it, and I like a lot of them, especially when it's just served over rice. And then you put the sauce over it. In my crock pot, it took about 4 hours on high. Here's what it looks like at the end. The only spot I really forgot to show you guys was the adding of the roux. I just made a roux with flour and butter, but you can, like I said, you can also do a slurry with cornstarch if you have that in your house. Just some sort of thickening agent in the last 30 minutes of cooking to finish it off. And then I clean as I cook or right after I'm done, because that way you don't have that huge mess after eating. Plus, this was in the slow cooker, so dinner wasn't going to be ready for a good couple of hours anyway. So I wanted just to make sure everything was cleaned up before I moved on to the rest of the house.
No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see, but never, ever seem to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky me. Lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky me. Lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star, and in a week or two I won't remember who you are. Man down, he ran out of luck, and now it's my time.
So this time of year is definitely the time of year that the dogs shed a ton. Actually, funny, I saw my friend posted something about a poodle / Saint Bernard mix, and that might have to be a thing, because then I would get my big Saint Bernard dog with the non-shedding of a poodle. But totally off topic. Both my dogs shed a ton this time of year. So I go in usually with my dry duster and then the wet duster, because honestly, to just wet dust, I would have to use so many cloths to actually get it clean, because it would fill up with, well, mainly hair, not even so much dust, but hair. So I go in with a dry duster, get as much as I can with that, and then with the wet duster to really polish and clean and get the remaining that the dry duster missed as well. This is not normally what I do, but at least once a week I will go in like this and then try and daily go in with my dry duster to keep up with all the pet hair and everything. But dogs, if you have dogs, and especially big hairy dogs like I do, you understand it's a daily struggle. It's something where it doesn't matter if you clean daily, there's going to be dog hair, and it's a personal preference. I love my fur babies and I don't care, and I'm willing to clean up after them, and you just realize it's kind of a way of life. This vacuum has made it a ton easier though for the daily, just going around getting all the dog hair. It picks up a ton, it's lightweight, and I don't need to worry about a cord. You know, it sounds so picky to be like, oh, a cord, but man, once you get a cordless vacuum, it really, really does make a huge difference of how much you're willing to just grab it, because you don't need to worry about that darn cord getting in your way.
You knocked on my window and slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice. This isn't like giving you space. I don't know who you are every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy's smart.
So if you're curious where the kids are and where Bobby is, so Bobby is currently still working from home, actually only until the 7th. I don't know what day of the week that is. I'll have to look. But he just got word that he'll be going back to work on July 7th. And normally I tackle the inside right around after lunch, because that's usually when the kids are outside playing. At this point they were swimming, so it allows me to get it all done just without the constant mom. And I know you understand what I'm saying. So I will try and tackle a lot of the house when they're outside playing and swimming, usually about an hour, and then I'll head out there with them to get stuff done. But it's kind of like the new nap time. Neither of my kids takes naps anymore, so after lunch I send them outside and I can take that 30 minutes to an hour and power clean the downstairs. Alright, I just wanted to share this shot to give you an idea of how much fur is in my house. Now, I empty this every single time I vacuum, and every single time I vacuum, it is full of dog hair. But I love that I can clean the filters and empty this so easily, so that every time I'm using it, it does really, really well. And like I said, the floors were a little bit rough because we were having some stormy weather, so between the dogs coming in and out and stuff like that, I really needed to mop them really good. I have a Shark Steam mop, which I love and I usually use, but if the floors are really dirty like today, I like to still use my spin mop just because I feel like I can scrub better with this. And then I just put on my mop socks, which I like these because if I go over a wet spot, I'm not leaving footprints, but also those really tough areas I can scrub with my foot if I need to, which there's definitely times you get those areas that even the mop's not doing. So normally you'd have to get on like your hands and knees to scrub them, which no one likes scrubbing floors on their hands and knees. And instead I can just use my toes with my little mop socks.
We sure know how to set a girl on fire. I'm not calling you a liar. Honestly, I'm just so tired.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you join me and my YouTube family. Also, if you guys need even more motivation, check out one of these videos on the side. You're sure to love them. But until next time, bye!
You needed me like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know my depth, even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight with.
Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. So today I hope you guys are in the mood to tackle your to-do list because this video is super motivating. I got my everyday cleaning stuff done, but on top of that there's also like a lot of things that we may not think about, or we just overlook that I got done in this video as well. And I show a little bit of what my husband does on days that he's not working. I feel like that is probably the biggest asked question on my channel is, what does your husband do when you're doing all this cleaning, and does he appreciate everything you do? So yes, my husband appreciates everything I do. We actually just have an understanding where I, for the most part, take care of the inside, and he, for the most part, takes care of the outside. Now, I say for the most part because there are times that he pitches in and helps me inside, and I pitch in and help him outside. But for the most part, I handle inside, he handles outside, and I am a-okay with that because I am not a fan of cutting the grass and all of that, because I don't know if you can hear me, but right now I am so stuffed up just from seasonal allergies. So I am a-okay with him handling all of those things. But I'm talking a ton. Let's get into this cleaning motivation. I'm starting by just dusting off this plant on the table because it was really dusty, and it makes a huge difference to take this little bit of time. It's tedious, but to dust your fake plants. I kill real plants, so they're normally fake, but I make sure to dust them so they look really good.
Too much of emotions, sometimes I'm the lighting, the one I pick a fight with. Everything seems so good, I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run out on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, the one who's breaking hearts. I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no gloves. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it.
So while I was putting this air fryer away, I noticed the top of the fridge was super dusty. So this was one of those areas that, like I said before, you may not think of, you may overlook. In my case, I overlook it on a regular basis until I need to get into this top shelf. Now, a big tip of mine, though, is when you notice these things, just do it. That's what I was doing this day. This was totally not on my to-do list, was not planned, but I noticed it needed to get done, so I just did it. That is really how I keep up with stuff. Is sometimes you forget and you need to make those lists of deep cleaning, get it all done. But if you notice something, it takes no time to just quickly grab a rag and all-purpose spray and just take care of it. So that's one of my biggest tips for staying on top of something. If you notice it, deal with it. Deal with it at that time. If you notice a light switch is really nasty, grab a magic eraser and deal with it right at that second. If you notice there's chocolate milk splatter, I say chocolate milk splatter on my walls because I get that all the time. But if you notice that, clean it up right away. That way you're never overwhelmed with a huge task because you just tackle those little things when you notice them.
I'm laying down it to compile it. Oh no, I see you only when you're ballin'. Oh no, I don't even care to doubt. I'll see you in a while, cause this time I will choose you, yeah. I'll choose. You know.
So about once a week, this is another big thing I do, is I clean out my fridge once a week. So usually right before grocery pickup and right before garbage pickup, I go through my fridge. I don't always do the doors, but the main portion of the fridge that has leftovers and everything in it, I'll take everything out, get rid of any leftovers that we hadn't eaten, and wipe everything down. That way I never need to like deep clean my fridge. It's never horrible. It literally takes me 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most to just go through everything, quickly get rid of what we don't need, reorganize it, and wipe it all down. And then that way, like on this day, when I went and got the groceries, I could just come home and put it away and not be stressed out about where stuff went. So another big tip is definitely tackle those what you seem to be big projects more often, because then they're not big projects. This is super easy. As you can see, it's not that dirty. There was some stuff, but it wasn't that bad. But that's why I never dread wiping out my fridge, because it's never that big of a project, and I can get it done in 5, maybe 10 minutes if I go in real detail.
I can seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out, then I'm right back in. I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this.
So I quickly want to introduce myself to you guys. If you guys are new, first off, subscribe, it's free. Plus, if you hit that notification bell, YouTube lets you know every time I upload a new video. But if you are new here, my name is Cambria. Welcome to my channel. I am a mom to 2 small boys, Alexander, who goes by Xander, who is 7, and Bjorn, who is 4. And I am currently in my 3rd trimester with baby number 3. She is a girl. Her name is Freya, if you missed that. And she is due in September. I am also married to my husband for going on 10 years this July. So I just do a ton of motherhood cleaning motivation. This is my real life, so you're gonna see it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, and how I try and keep up with things as a busy mom and just busy wife trying to tackle it all. So if you guys love that kind of motivation and you want to join me and my family, like I said, subscribe, it's free, and I would love to have you guys.
I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through, get you out of your comfort zone, cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking. Going round and around like around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time. And I'm feeling alright. I'm playing the game like I know I can win right now. You got me up tonight. 'Cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around. No, I won't be turning around.
So lately I've been using this steam mop a ton. I used to have a Shark. It ended up breaking and I ended up buying this new one just about a month ago now, and I use it all the time. I still love my traditional mop, but there's just something about the steam mop that just makes the house feel so much cleaner. And having two large dogs that spend not a ton of time outside, but enough that they bring in all the dirt and grime from the yard, I love being able to use this steam mop and then just grab the regular mop for quick cleanups, or I do love grabbing it when I want that like real good smell of clean, if that makes sense. But there's something about using a mop and bucket of water that just, I don't know, it makes your house smell clean. That may sound funny, but the steam mop usually is my to-go just because it's easy, it's very, very good, and might as well grab for it. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the cord. It's not that long, so I constantly have to move the cord around, and that I don't enjoy, but I can live with it with how well it cleans.
Question of obsession has never been this close. And no matter if I'd rather just lock myself indoors. I'm righteous, this virus, no dog or pill can cure. This pattern won't turn it, you got me by the cord. I'm going down, down, down like a waterfall. You keeping us miles apart. You got me down, down, down like a waterfall. You know just how to restrain a heart. You know I'm going down. I'm going down, down, down like a going down. Keeping us.
So if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know I got this furniture a couple weeks back and I'm obsessed with vacuuming it because of the vacuum lines. The dogs are not allowed on the furniture, but that doesn't mean they don't sneak up or they just lean up against it, so it does get full of fur. But I vacuum this thing purely because of the vacuum lines. Once to twice a week, I will vacuum it, and I just love the way it looks. So I am definitely very, very happy with my purchase of this new sofa and the chairs. It's holding up real well. The only thing is I like deep furniture. Like, I like to sit with my feet underneath me. So this is a very deep sofa, which I love, except being so pregnant because as you know, ladies, you lose all ab muscles when pregnant, especially the further along you get. So right now, getting out of the sofa is a workout in itself, but I know once baby girl's here, it will be the best thing again once I can enjoy a deep sofa. It's just right now, it is definitely a workout to get on, not on, but off this sofa.
I miss when we were teenage girls and our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good and the worn out sneakers. When we were fine but with complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts. to all of those nights when I knew you were mine. I miss when we were teenage girls and our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good and our worn out sneakers, when we were fine out the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts.
Also, if you guys have not started following me on Instagram, go check it out. I am on there daily, so Instagram is always where you're going to get first up-to-date info about me and the family and anything going on, just because it is instant, where these videos sometimes are filmed a couple days in advance. So definitely go give me a follow and shoot me a message. I love interacting with you guys over there.
When we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts, when life was good and our worn out sneakers, when we were fine out the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts. Tomboy t-shirts. You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Oh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Oh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. I had to convince my friends this time. Think you're toxic to my mind, but I know they don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't. With us it's all or nothing. Oh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. I need more of. With us
So normally I tackle my bedroom first during the day. However, this was actually a day that my husband did not work. On days that he works, he is up by like 5:30 in the morning, and works till about 5 o'clock at night. So currently he's working from home, but he still spends the entire workday in our basement. That way he's not being bugged by kids while he's on phone calls and things like that. But when he is working not in the house, he's got an hour drive to work and an hour drive home. So his 11-hour day is turned into a 13-hour day because of that drive. On those days, I tackle my bedroom and my bathroom first. First thing, because I just love having these areas clean. However, on days that my husband does not work, he sleeps till about noon, which I am totally okay with because he does work such long days when he is working. So that is why on those days I work downstairs until he gets up, and then once I'm done downstairs and he's up and whatever, that's when I will move upstairs and tackle our bedroom and bathroom. I like to do this daily. That way when we go to bed, it's just peaceful, relaxing. Or if I just need to get away for a little bit and have some mommy me time and whatever, it's nice and clean. So that is what I am doing now, is I moved upstairs just to tackle our bedroom, bathroom, and just the daily typical tidy and clean up.
You know we're not friends, so tell me, what are we? You know that I hate this game. You apologize, always say that you're sorry, but why does it feel the same? I used to keep my cool, but when it comes to you, I do whatever you want me to do. I used to keep my cool, but when it comes to you, I always fall head first when I'm with ya. I never think before I do. I always fall head first, but believe that I'm the fool when it comes to you. I always fall.
So if you've heard me say it once, I'm sure you've heard me say it a million times. No, it's not the same rag. I know upstairs, for the most part, you only ever see these orange rags, and downstairs you only ever see yellow rags, but I buy them in bulk. I do switch them out. I just don't show you every single time I do it. But I always feel like I have to say that because people are always terrified that I am cleaning the toilet and the mirror and the counters and my dresser and everything with the same rag. That is not the situation. So just a disclaimer, it is not the same rag, I promise.
I used to keep my cool, but when it comes to you, I always fall head first when I'm with ya. I never think before I do. I always fall head first, but believe that I'm the fool when it comes to you. I always fall head first when I'm with ya. I never think before I do. I always fall head first, but believe that I'm the fool when it comes to you. Baby, I'm the fool.
So I have to say, making my bed is probably about as satisfying and enjoyable to me as cleaning out my sink or vacuum lines. I love the look of a made bed and a crisp, clean, lined made bed. So this is something I enjoy taking my time to make sure it looks really nice. I also feel like your bed is the focal point of your room. So even if the rest of your room is trashed, but your bed is made and looks really good, most of the work is done. And with us having the desk in our bedroom, there's times that that desk is a mess, but if my bed is made, I am happy when I go in there. I love going in there to just see it neat and clean and crisp and smelling nice. Ooh, and before I forget, because I always get asked this and I always forget, what I spray on my bed. It's a Caldrea fabric and room refreshener. I have almost every scent, so I don't even remember what scent I was using this day. But that is what you always see me spray on the bed. I love to spray that on the bed after it's made. It freshens the bed, but then it just also freshens the entire room. So for everyone that was asking me if I did not respond to your comments, it just got real busy, and I try and respond to every single comment, but it just doesn't happen all the time. But that is what that spray is. It's the Caldrea Room and Fabric Freshener.
Maybe we got time to make this right. Can I be the one that you need? Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. If I change the way I love, if I change the way I love, if I change.
All right, so here is another thing where I was talking about when I notice something, I deal with it. You can't really see it well here, but there was a spot on the carpeting where one of the dogs must have gotten sick or something the night before. I had actually noticed it in the morning, but once again, my husband was still sleeping, so I cleaned it up as much as I could without my carpet cleaner. But I knew when I went upstairs to clean, I wanted to grab out the carpet cleaner and clean it right away. Once again, always my tip, try to clean stuff up as soon as possible. One, you're probably not gonna have to worry about it staining if you deal with it right away. But also then you just don't forget about it and have that stress of my carpets need a professional cleaning because there's so many spots on it. If I notice it, I deal with it right away. I 100% recommend investing in a carpet cleaner. But I did say I would share with you stuff my husband gets done on days that he has off. So this was a day he had off, and like I said, he handles the outside. He does a phenomenal job, and I'm just gonna share that with you guys, give you guys some motivation to maybe get outside, tackle your yard. I know I find this super satisfying just to see the yard get trimmed and cut and just, I don't know. It's like vacuum lines. Really, that's all it is. Mowing the grass is like vacuum lines.
Maybe if I change the way I love it. Maybe if I try to fix this, start this. I could have stayed the night. I could have called you mine. If I change the I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to here?
Oh, also, if you enjoy this stuff, definitely go follow my husband over on Instagram. He is a new Instagrammer, so give him some patience. He's still learning. But I did get him to start an Instagram. I told him I love Instagram. I feel like there's so much less drama on Instagram compared to Facebook. And he finally jumped on the bandwagon. So if you guys enjoy home improvements or car stuff or just seeing what my husband gets done on a daily basis, go check out his Instagram. It's Project Bobby, but I'm going to leave that down below. And yeah, check him out. He's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself.
So you were like me, wanna be free like a summer night. I'm feeling down, I don't know why. What an alibi. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it got you up and motivated. Let me know in the comments below what you got done during this video or what you plan on getting done now that the video is over and you got all the motivation to get up and tackle your day. I love hearing about what you guys get done in a day. Also, once again, if you guys are new here, subscribe, join the family, hit the notification bell, all the things, because we would love to have you as a part of our YouTube family. And I wanted to end this clip just with a cute little shot of Xander jumping around after Daddy got done outside. Bjorn was sleeping, but he just decided to come outside and enjoy the trampoline. But until next time, guys, bye!
We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. Baby, I'm so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, I'm so You said that you needed me. even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotion.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. So today's video is going to be so motivating, especially because I tackled a project that I've been trying to get to for like the past month and just haven't, and that is my laundry room. My laundry room is definitely a catch-all for me. If people are coming over, I put it in stuff in there. If I just need something out of the way and I don't want to run to the basement, I put it in there. Literally anything and everything ends up in there. Plus, I just store a lot of stuff in there. I store all my cleaning supplies in there and just a bunch of other stuff. But I'm starting actually the night before, because one of the big reasons I haven't gotten to it is I always want to make sure my kitchen and dining room is cleaned first. That way I have somewhere to put everything so that as I'm going through it, I have the space to do so. And with being in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy, I'll be honest, I just get so exhausted by the time I'm done with these 2 areas that the idea of tackling the huge project such as my laundry room, it just hasn't happened. So I planned ahead. The night before, I made sure to really tackle the dining room and kitchen. That way, right away the next morning, I could get to that laundry room, because I knew that would be a huge project, but I always feel so good once it's done.
In the dark, I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run and only leave in this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking hearts. Too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the light, the one I pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call on me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run and only leave in this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking.
Alright, so here is the before shot of my laundry room. Like I said, it is my catch-all. Now, I also, and I forgot to mention this before, the day before I also made sure to get all the laundry done. So I didn't get it folded and put away, but those baskets on the floor are all clothes that have been washed and dried and organized into bins. I've gotten to where I try and organize the kids' clothes into one, towels, sheets and such into another, and then Bobby and my clothes into one. That way it's just a little bit easier of putting it all away. So I'm just getting those out of here and upstairs, and then everything for the most part on this counter I wanted to put into the dining room and kitchen. That way I could go through it, organize it. There's things in here that need to get donated that I've just been storing in here. There's things that need to get thrown away. There's just literally everything. Like I said, this is definitely my catch-all. I use this room pretty much for anything and everything because it's easy. I think we all have like those junk closets, or maybe it's a spare bedroom that's a catch-all. We all have it, and this is definitely mine. Of stuff goes in here and I shut the door and I just don't even think about it. So don't be ashamed if you have one as well, because I am pretty sure for the most part 99.9% of people in this world have at least one space in their home that naturally just goes crazy. Now, the other thing when it comes to cleaning, decluttering, and organizing is it's not a one-time fixes everything. Like, this is definitely more of a lifestyle. You have to go through stuff on a regular basis, and preferably more than once a year, to keep it clean, decluttered, and organized. So like this closet doesn't look that bad, but I have not gone through it in a little while. So I definitely wanted to go through it and make sure it was really, really thoroughly gone through. I get rid of anything I didn't need anymore and just get it all organized again. I try and not do this when it gets horribly crazy. This was definitely way more of a project than I wanted it to be because I took a little bit longer than I normally do to redo and refresh an area. So I want to quickly take this time because I always forget to do this, but I wanted to introduce myself for everyone that is new here. If this is your first time or if you've been watching for a little while and I haven't introduced myself. So my name is Cambria. I am a mom to 2 small boys. I have Alexander, who is 7, and Bjorn, who is 4, as well as I am currently pregnant with baby number 3, who is a girl. We are super, super excited for our baby girl to get here this fall. I am due September 13th, but expecting her to be here definitely before then. And I have been married to my husband for going on 10 years this July. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I try to get to as many of your guys' comments as possible, especially when you're asking questions. If I miss them sometimes, I apologize, but I really, really do try and keep up with all your guys' comments and answer any questions that I can. Now, one of the biggest thing I was decluttering in this closet was my cleaning supplies. I had cleaning supplies in here. One, they were just bottles that were pretty much empty that I hadn't gotten rid of, or just products that I was not using. I was saving them because I felt bad about getting rid of stuff that I could still use, but honestly I just don't reach for them and had been holding on to them for about a year now, and I finally got to a point where if they were unopened, I set them to the side so that I could donate them, and for anything that was opened I just got rid of it because I'm sick of storing stuff with the idea of I should use it or I might use it or whatever. If it's been over a certain amount of time, I just wanted to get rid of it and get this closet nice and clean and organized. As you can see, for the most part, it's cleaning stuff, but we also keep the dogs' treats. We spoil the dogs, so they have a ton of different treats that we keep in here. Our sodas we keep in here, and then at the bottom, I'm just putting the stuff, cleaning supplies that are either extras or things that I don't grab for on a regular basis underneath there. But this closet turned out so much better after I just reorganized it, and I liked having the cleaning supplies on one shelf, not in bins, so I could literally see everything I had. And then once I had everything organized out, I just really wanted to give everything a good wipe down. I actually am planning on doing a deep clean of my washing machine also, just because I haven't ran it with a cycle in a while. Now, normally I do it with a vinegar baking soda mix to clean it. However, I saw my girl Brianna, if you don't know Brianna K, she is amazing, go check her out, but she used a CLR, and I do have some, so I'm definitely going to give that a try. Just recently saw her do that, so I think instead of my typical go-to vinegar and baking soda, the next time I clean it, I'm definitely going to try the CLR. I'm grabbing the rug and that little curtain that hides my garbage cans because those definitely needed a good cleaning as well. And might as well, when I'm getting everything done, get that done at the exact same time.
I got blood on my hands right now, and I'm stumbling through the dark in the dawn.
Now, I wanted this to be super real because I feel like often people will do deep cleaning of rooms and you don't see the actual like aftermath of the mess. And in that room, yes, it looked beautiful. It is all cleaned and organized, but you don't often see this. This is what's behind the scene right in the other room. All the stuff that I had to organize to what I was donating. I was able to get about 2 boxes worth of stuff that I could take and donate. And then all the stuff that I had to trash, all the stuff that had to go in the basement or find new homes. I shouldn't even say new homes, just go to their correct homes. And there is just a lot, and often you guys see just one room being cleaned at a time, and it looks so simple and so easy, but that is probably only 1/3 of the amount of time that actually comes with cleaning. The other 2/3 is the disaster behind the camera. So here I am sharing with you everything behind the camera that had to get organized and put away and also dealt with, otherwise we wouldn't have been eating dinner this night.
Yeah, you know what I've done in the past. Still you say you and I, we can last. I have found new ways, but no, can I be the one that you need? Then I changed my mind. Maybe we got time to make this right. Can I be the one that you need? Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this start, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. If I change the way, then I change my mind. Baby, we got time to make this right. Can I be the one that you need? Maybe if I change the way I love it. Maybe if I try.
We interrupt this video to being a boy mom. Xander, what happened? Can I see your head, please? Were you and Bjorn playing in the pool? And then you got a toy thrown at your head? Yes. So, we interrupt cleaning for mommy first aid. Can you move your hand, please? No?
Just put ice back on it, okay? Oh, see, this is real life sometimes. You feel okay though? Mm-hmm. Yeah? You just got a nice goose egg? Yeah. So, yes, Xander is fine, but I had to share that because literally, well, I was nearing the end, but after everything that happened, and honestly, I didn't get back to too much the rest of the day. I was quarantined to the couch for cuddles, so sometimes life just gets in the way, but he's fine, just boys being boys and being crazy. I actually shared it on my Instagram that day when he got that nice little knock to the head. The funny thing is, like, they wrestle and fight and stuff all the time, and Xander being my oldest, he's always the one that gets hurt. I'm like, how are you getting beat up by the 4-year-old? But it happens. But this is the next day. I wanted to get all that laundry dealt with. So since I did not get to it that previous day because of having to be mommy for the rest of the evening, I figured I would share the next day when I was cleaning up my room and everything. I was also vacuuming my headboard because once again, my girl Brianna did this on her video, and I was oh shoot, I have not dusted or vacuumed my headboard in probably 6 months, and it was getting gross. So she was a good reminder of that. And then just on to doing the laundry. It's funny because laundry, when you watch them in these videos, it never seems too overwhelming, but I swear it takes so long to get all this laundry done. And part of it is totally my fault of waiting till I have like 3, 4, 5 loads to fold and put away. But it's the one chore I dread doing. But it is so satisfying to watch it when it's sped up like 8 times and you just see it done super, super fast. So I hope you guys get just as much motivation watching me real quick fold all this and put it away, because I find it even super motivating to watch this back and just see everything go from a mess and crazy to neatly folded and nicely put away.
Do you know what love means? This is insane. You're saying things I can't explain. I know where your heart is, where you wanna be. So why do you keep testing me? It just isn't worth my time to try to make you believe me when you don't believe me. You win. I'll let you win. I'll let you win. I'll let you win. Hey. I'm taking my toothbrush. How does that feel? Tell me how this can't be real. You're talking in riddles. Just let it go and trust me if you love me so. It just isn't worth my time to try to make you believe
So some of you may have noticed or may not have, but I actually got a new comforter for my bed. It's not that I didn't like the last one. I actually loved it. However, it was too big for my washer and dryer. And with having animals and children, having something that I couldn't wash just was not practical at all. So now that Home Goods was open, I went to Home Goods and found this really pretty just white quilt. I absolutely love it. I actually think it looks nicer because it's so just streamlined and just, I don't know. I really, really like the way this quilt looks on the bed. Let me know in the comments below if you like this or if you liked the old comforter more. Just curious if you like the like poofy comforter look or this real crisp clean line of this quilt. I personally love this quilt. And then moving on to this desk, I really needed to get this desk just organized. I don't go too much at it. It is my husband's desk, so pretty much everything on here is his. And if I organize it, he won't be able to find his stuff. So I try and just keep it clean and tidy and let him handle the organization of it. I've had people ask me multiple times why I keep a desk in our room and not move it somewhere else in the house. And honestly, it's just one of those things of I enjoy when my husband's working, if it's military stuff or if it's for his civilian job, that I can lay in bed at night and chit chat with him while he's getting work done. Because normally it's at night when he is doing stuff on the computer. Where if this was moved, the only other space is our basement, and I wouldn't get that extra time just to hang out with him unless I was sitting in the cold basement with him, and that's just not going to happen. So I choose to keep this desk in the room, even though it gets cluttered and dusty and whatever, just so that him and I can hang out and have that time together, especially at night when the kids are in bed.
No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see, but never, ever seem to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky me. Lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky me. Lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star, and in a week or two I won't remember who you are. Man down, he ran out of luck and now it's my time. Ain't no looking back, I'm on the run.
So you guys would have seen in my last video, I got this new cordless vacuum from Roborock. I am still absolutely obsessed with it. I actually use it way more than my uprights now. I still use my uprights, but I just don't grab for them as often. I think it's a mix of convenience of the Roborock and me becoming more and more pregnant and more tired the further I go along. But I use this thing upstairs, downstairs, everywhere. I was very hesitant at first about how it would work on my carpetings, especially in our room. This is where we sleep and the dogs sleep, and I need to vacuum this room pretty much daily to keep up with the dog hair. But this thing is a powerhouse. Like, I was very surprised how well it works, and lately I grab for this thing on the daily and only use my uprights about once a week when I'm looking to do like a thorough deep clean of my carpetings. But when it comes to everyday grabbing, I grab for this thing more than any other. I don't know what took me so long to get a cordless vacuum, but cordless vacuum is definitely the way to go if you are looking for a new vacuum. Like, definitely get a cordless. You're going to grab for it more often, and it's just going to make your life so much easier. And if you have pets and hairy pets like mine, this Roborock will not disappoint you, especially with the washable filters. I think that's probably the most important thing, is all I have to do is wash the filter and it's like having a brand new vacuum again. So this thing I'm in love with and so happy to have it in my life.
You knocked on my window and slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice.
All right, so I wanted to give you guys a close-up of how much this thing picks up in just my bedroom. I had this completely emptied before starting on the bedroom. I pretty much have to empty it every time I use it because it's always full no matter where I am. But it picks up so much and works so well. So definitely, if you guys need a new vacuum, check this vacuum out. But otherwise, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I really enjoyed making it for you guys. And I hope it gives you the motivation to tackle your house today, or maybe it's just a project today. But until next time, bye.
Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. So today we are doing a bunch of cleaning. I have groceries behind me, as you can see. Normally I don't start in my kitchen. However, when I do grocery pickup, try to set it up right away in the morning before the kids get up. That way I can run, get it, be back before they're awake. So I'm gonna start in the kitchen today, but I'll quickly go over my groceries. It's just not a ton of stuff, but I don't know, mainly just filler things. So I'm gonna do that, put it all away, clean up the kitchen, and get into the rest of today.
All right, so this is what we have. Like I said, it's a lot of filler stuff. Milk, always going through milk. Got some Brussels sprouts. We love Brussels sprouts in this house, so that is like the main vegetable I always buy. Some pizzas, just for easy lunches. Boys were out of syrup. The boys also wanted some snacky stuff. Eggs. We go through eggs a ton because with me having gestational diabetes, I pretty much eat the same like 4 things all the time, and eggs is huge for that. I need to refill my rice container. I got some onion rings and french fries. We love the Red Robin ones. And in the air fryer, they are amazing. I want to make Philly cheesesteaks this week, so to make it easy, I just buy the package. And then the cheese, and then rolls. And then I'll add like onions and peppers and mushrooms and stuff like that. And then we were all out of popcorn, and the boys have been on a popcorn kick lately. So, now I said, nothing huge. Still have fruit in the house, still have fresh vegetables in the house, so mainly just needed filler stuff. Nothing too crazy here, but that was our haul for today. Well, I figured I would take this time to quickly introduce myself. I know there's a ton of new people on my channel, and I'm not real good at always doing this, so I figured I'd throw it in here real quick. My name is Cambria. I'm a mom of 2 small boys. Alexander, who we call Xander, is 7, and Bjorn, who is 4. And I am also currently pregnant with baby number 3. She is due in September, so I'm definitely getting to that phase of nesting, but easily tired. So I try to get a lot done, but then I also take a lot of breaks in between, which is why videos like this are literally usually from the moment I wake up to when I go to bed to get all this motivation for you guys. I'm also a military wife, been married almost 10 years to my husband, and yeah, and I'm here on YouTube to help motivate you guys. So if you guys are new here, drop me a comment down below. I love chatting with you guys and getting back to as many comments as I can, and let me know where you guys are from. I love knowing like what states you guys are from. Obviously I'm from Wisconsin, and then if you're from a whole nother country, that's even cooler. So I often have a lot of you guys ask me the different products I enjoy using. I will say like 90% of the time I'm just using a multi-purpose spray from Mrs. Meyers, just because it can literally be used on everything. So during the day when I'm just doing a quick wipe down of everything, that is what I almost always grab for. I do have specific cleaning items for my stainless and my wood, but like I said, if I'm going around and just doing a quick house tidy up, I will grab a cloth and my multi-purpose spray and just go to town. Quickest and easiest thing. So if you're trying to figure out cleaning products and you need something simple, that is definitely my go-to, is just get a really good multi-purpose spray, and then you can add on a stainless steel cleaner you really like or a window cleaner you really like. Obviously I have specifics that I like for everything, but when it's a day that I'm just doing everything real quick, real easy, my multi-purpose spray is the way to go.
You had me waiting for you to come home. Good time to bad times, the moment you stole. You had me waiting for something so bold to finally tell me you love it when cold. You fool me good, you fool me good, you fool me good. I give it to you, you fool me good, you fool me good. You fool me good, I give it to you.
Now, when it comes to stainless steel cleaners, I do like this Wyman's stainless steel. I get it right at Walmart. Pretty much everything I use, I either get at Walmart because I live in a small town and Walmart's pretty much the only main store in the area. I don't have like a Target or anything. All of those are like 30-minute drives. So Walmart's my go-to store, and I get this at Walmart. I also get my Barkeeper's Friend, can't think of the word right now, Barkeeper's Friend, which you see me using on my stove. Love this for the glass tops, especially when it gets really grungy. It literally takes care of everything. It's amazing. Barkeeper's Friend is not something I've been using for a long time. It's actually a newer product that I started using, but I'm obsessed with it. And then I also get my World's Best window cleaner from Walmart. Everything else I get off of the Grove Collaborative website and sent to me. I know you can get a lot of it at Target as well. Like I said, though, I don't have a store like that close to me. If you guys are interested in checking out some of these products, check out my description below. I do have a link for the Grove Collaborative. And then after I was done in the kitchen, I did want to power wash these rugs. They are heavy duty with like the rubber mats, which here in Wisconsin, in the winter, snowy boots and stuff, we really need these. But definitely after the winter, I like to give them a good power wash. Using just a typical carpet cleaner doesn't really work on these, but the power washer always gets them nice and clean again. Plus it was like 80 degrees today, so I knew I could get them power washed and dried out in the sun and then back in the house.
If I'm the bad one, take a look at yourself in the mirror. If I'm the worst one, ask anybody else who they prefer. If it comes down to me and you, I think that you are the one with a bad attitude. What started conflict? You got no clue. Tell me, what is your problem? All these rules you spread, doesn't make you feel good too. Close the check, 'cause I don't really get it.
And then once I was done power washing, I went upstairs. Like I said before, I normally start in my bedroom, but with me getting the Walmart grocery pickup today, I wanted to just tackle the kitchen right away. I was down there anyway with the groceries, and then I wanted to get those floor mats done before doing this, just so they had all day to sit outside in the sun and fully dry. But then I just wanted to go in my bedroom and make my bed. It's something that always makes me feel very productive. And I also really wanted to go through my dresser. I haven't gone through it for a while, and there's definitely, like, I have leggings that I don't grab for as often because they've gotten faded, and just a bunch of stuff that I really need to go through and declutter this. To me, decluttering is not a one-time project. It's not a kill yourself. It's a way of life. If you literally just go through something once a month or once every couple of months, just pick an area, you're never going to have too much stuff. And I swear, me and my husband are going to Goodwill probably at least every other month donating stuff, because it's just what we do. If there's something we don't need anymore, we put it to the side and we get rid of it right away. And it's never a huge project. This probably took me 5-10 minutes to go through this dresser. so I know some of you are probably so sick about hearing about this vacuum. However, I get questions every single video, so I always bring it up. This is the Quantum X vacuum. It is not a shampooer, which a lot of people get it confused for because it does have a water filter compared to a typical dry filter. This is a vacuum. I use it on my upstairs just because it has much better suction and power for the upstairs. And I absolutely love this stuff, especially with us having dogs. We always have dog hair, and both dogs sleep in our room. So this thing is absolutely amazing. I ordered it online, so if you are interested, just check out Quantum X and order one for yourself. It's actually a really good price, considering most water filtration vacuums are about $3,000. This is probably a eighth of the price of a traditional water vacuum, so I love this thing.
If you trust me with your feelings, I won't make you wanna run. Only in my dreams, only in my dreams. I play fair, I don't make you leave. Oh my God, why is it so hard to love? Only in my head, only in my head. I'm the person I should be instead. Oh my God, I'm too rough around the edges. I'm so unrefined, can't make up my mind. 'Cause I'm too rough around the edges. Steal and cheat and lie, make my lovers cry. 'Cause I'm too rough around the edges. Edges. Too rough, too rough, too rough. Around. Edges.
Alright, so this front closet is another area I've been really wanting to go through. There's just stuff in here that I knew I could get rid of, but with us being in quarantine, I saw no reason to go through it because everything was closed. I couldn't drop it off at donations. If you're wondering where this closet is, it's literally right off my front door. So to the left is my stairs, to the right is the living area. I like to show that sometimes because I forget with being on video, sometimes it's hard to realize where in the house I am. So this is literally the coat closet where if you were to come over, I would hang up your jackets. And then to the other side, you have the door right there on the right, and then the little hallway. There's a closet in there that's where we put our shoes and boots and jackets and everything on top of that. But this closet had gotten out of control. I needed to clean and organize it and just get it back to normal.
Around the edges. Steal and cheat and lie, make my lovers cry. 'Cause I'm too rough around the edges. Edges. Too rough, too rough, too rough. Around. Edges. Edges. Too rough, too rough, too rough. Yeah, I'm too rough around the edges.
So I definitely wanted to show this close up because one thing I hear a lot is how I keep up with the dog hair. One, I do have a Roomba, which is amazing. I run it at least once a day as well as using just my traditional vacuum. But the other big thing is just the camera is really good at hiding all the dust and dirt unless I do a close up. So I wanted to do a close up of my floors because we literally have dog hair everywhere in this house. It's impossible not to when you have a Siberian Husky and St. Bernard. I will mop and vacuum, and within 2 seconds of them looking at the floor, it's covered in hair. So that's why I do love my Roomba, because I can run that on top of my vacuuming and keep up with it to a point. Make it at least livable. If you don't like pet hair and you don't like having to deal with that, highly discourage getting a St. Bernard or a Husky. Me, I love my fur babies and they're totally worth a little extra cleaning. Alright, so it doesn't look like it's much later in the day because it still looks bright outside, but with us getting into summer months, that's normal. It was actually after 8 at this point, and I wanted to just start cleaning up the house. My husband wasn't home this night. He didn't get home till, I want to say it was like 10 o'clock at night. So I wanted to start cleaning up the house before getting the kids ready for bed. And one thing is vacuuming this sofa. Now this sofa does not get nearly as bad as our old sofa, because one thing, when I replaced this, which if you're new here, I replaced this about, it's been less than a month, maybe a month. I do not let the animals on this sofa, and it's been kind of a challenge to train them, but we have bought them some new dog beds and spoiled them in other ways to keep them off the furniture, and I am so happy we did, just because I like not having the furniture covered in dog hair. But the other thing I love is the vacuum lines this couch makes. Oh my goodness. I know it can sound crazy, but this girl loves vacuum lines, and to see them on the couch just made me so happy. So I mentioned in my last video how I got a new Shark steam mop, and how I used to have one but just hadn't replaced it after it broke probably 4 years ago, and finally replaced it. But I did get a question from one of you guys, and I figured I would touch on it here about if it works on laminate. Now, I actually have laminate floors, so as you can see, it does work really well. But in our old house, we had hardwood floors, and I used it there as well. The biggest thing with the steam mops is not to let it sit in one area. It is steam, it is really hot, and it can ruin your floors if you don't use it properly. But honestly, that is almost any product out there. So when you're not using it, I like to set it on like the furniture right after I turn it off so that the pad can cool. And then also if I'm trying to move it, I will lift it off the ground. You don't want it to sit while it's running in one area, or even right after you turn it off in one area, because yes, that will ruin your floors. But otherwise, this works amazing, and it dries so quickly that you don't need to worry about the moisture on the floor like a lot of people are afraid of when it comes to different things.
Finally breathe out. We should go underwater where the light can't reach us. No one there to judge us. We can finally breathe out. Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space. Babe, it never worked out with the
So about a week ago, I cleaned these chairs and totally screwed up and only did the top half, which I thought would be fine. I watched a video about it because I wasn't quite sure how to clean the linen upholstered chairs. But I watched another one and realized you literally have to clean the entire chair, otherwise it will leave these watermarks. So I had to re-clean them because it actually looked way worse than the little stain that the kids got on the chairs. So literally this is just a fabric cleaner in water with a clean sponge. And once I did it this way, where I made sure to clean the entire area, these dried so much better than trying to spot clean them. So that's a little hint, is don't try and spot clean. You'll get watermarks. If you just literally clean the whole thing, it dries even and it just looks so much better. So don't make the mistake I did. Clean the entire upholstery piece and just keep it looking nicer, because I was very scared that I wasn't going to be able to get these chairs looking good. And I love the light linen chairs, but I know a lot of people were like, even with kids? And yes, even with kids, I love these. And now that I know how to clean them correctly, it'll be a lot easier.
All different, you got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my. You got me like my. You got me like there's no other than you now, baby. Nah, 'cause you got me like
hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, hit that thumbs up button. It really does help out my channel. If you're new here and you enjoyed, I hope you would consider subscribing and joining me and my family here on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything, and if you hit that bell, YouTube notifies you every time I post a new video. But I will let you guys enjoy the rest of today's video, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!
Without you, no, I don't wanna step into the light. If I don't get you, shawty, you bring out the sweetness of my life. Oh yeah, come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Come on and show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right, while you try to fight, just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give. I was worried you broke my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This rare finger for people like them. Oh no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good right now.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a bunch of cleaning. I'm deep cleaning the dining room, decluttering and organizing the boys' clothes, just a little bit of everything. Definitely with being 22 weeks pregnant, I've been trying to cut my big projects up a little bit more instead of tackling everything in one day. I try and pick like an area pretty much a week to tackle. So this week I really wanted to go over the dining room really well, and I've needed to go through the boys' clothes for like, I don't know, at least a month, and been avoiding it just because it's so tedious, but I got it done. So if you guys are ready for some awesome cleaning motivation, make sure you stay tuned. We are starting in the dining room just because at this time, everyone was still in bed, the boys were still sleeping, Bobby was still sleeping, and I really took advantage of it to get this downstairs nice and clean, or at least get as much done before they got up.
For people like them, oh nah nah. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good.
All right, so you guys have been blowing up my messages about what products I'm using, and I know I'm the worst at letting you guys know. So I'm gonna really try and focus on letting you guys know all the products I use in this video. On my wood, I use the Method Wood for Good. I absolutely love this wood cleaner. The way it makes the wood look, the way it smells, everything about it is just amazing. Also, I get questions about these cloths all the time. I actually buy these at Home Depot in the automotive detailing section. They're super strong and sturdy and just work really, really well. And I use so many different cloths that I like buying the big bulk. And I literally just have orange and yellow. So I do change them out. You just don't usually notice because they're all the same color. This duster is actually from the Grove Collaborative site as well. I like this because it's reusable and washable, so less waste. And it just, I don't know, it works really, really well. I have a couple different attachments. That way, if one is getting washed, I still have the other one to go over. And with having the dogs, it is definitely a good thing to have a duster that just is always accessible. Also, yes, I know you should start top to bottom, but this is real life. I didn't notice the light fixture was so dusty until after I cleaned the table, so I had to go back and re-clean that. And then just going over and touching up the doors, the trim, and everything. I'm just using a magic eraser. This thing is bomb when it comes to cleaning doorways and areas. So just handy dandy magic eraser works really well at getting rid of any fingerprints or chocolate milk that splattered or anything. This is the dining room, so you never know what's on these doors and trims in this room.
We've been here too long. I can't breathe, I can't take it slow. We're far away from home, but I can't wait to get you under my skin and right back to where we've been. Ooh, nah, nah. Give me a sign and tell me when to begin. Cause every time we leave, I'm longing back to the place where the lights go down. Just you and I leaving out the rest. Oh, so that I needed you in my bed. Give me a sign of an in your head. Lonely together at its best. Oh, let me know now. Let me know now, now, now. Give me a sign. Let me know now.
So if you've been with my channel for a while, I've definitely mentioned this product a lot. It's the world's best window cleaner. I get it from Walmart. This thing is literally the best window cleaner I have ever found. And I have tried a lot, and I absolutely love this stuff. So if you're looking for a really good window cleaner, these doors are always dirty between the kids and especially the dogs. The outside, if they want to get in, they'll paw at the door or lick the door or something. So there's always fingerprints and dog prints all over it. And this window cleaner is amazing. Like I said, I just get this from Walmart, but definitely try it. It is a complete game changer.
Give me a sign of an in your head. Lonely together at its best. Oh, let me know now. Let me know now, now, now. Give me a sign. Let me know now, now, now. Let me know now. Let me know get you under my skin and right back to where we've been. Give me a sign and tell me when to begin.
I also wanted to just stop and do a quick introduction because I often forget that I should do these every once in a while for all you new people watching. So if you are new here and I have not introduced myself to you, my name is Cambria. I'm a mom to 2 small boys, Xander, who is 7, and Bjorn is 4. And I'm also currently 22 weeks pregnant with a little girl. I have 2 very large, hairy fur babies as well. Pretty much in this video, you've only seen Bailey, our Saint Bernard, who is 9 months old and just hit 100 pounds. So yes, he's still a baby, but he is a big baby. And then we also have Drake, our Siberian Husky, who is going to be 11 years this year. Wow, 11 years old. He's getting old. But yeah, he's our Siberian Husky. He hasn't really been around in this video much. Usually because if Daddy's still sleeping, he's still sleeping upstairs with Daddy. So Bailey is by my side, but not Drake right now. I am also married to my husband, Bobby. We have been together for 11 years, almost going on 10 years of marriage this July. And he is a National Guard member, so I am a military wife. We actually just came off last year of a year-long deployment. So yeah, we do a lot on this channel. So if you are new, like I said, welcome. If you love cleaning motivation, I'm your girl. And introduce yourself in the comments below because I love getting to know all of you guys. I try and keep up with all my comments. I'll be honest, I can't always get to all of them, but I read them all and I love, love, love hearing from you. If you want to get a little bit more to know me, check out my Instagram. I'm a lot more active over there and I share more personal and just up-to-date family stuff going on. So definitely check me out on Instagram if you want to get closer.
Say you're leaving town, everything is upside down. Oh baby, I love you, yeah. Why you gonna leave when I need you the most? Wherever you go, I'll be there, you know. Don't be a stranger, don't be a ghost, cause baby, I love you, yeah. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you, no. I don't wanna step into the light.
So by this time I was done with the family room and the dining room and the boys had woken up. So I fed them breakfast and got them settled in and I moved into their room. I just wanted to literally take everything out and go through them, get rid of, they have a lot of clothes, which pretty much is all hand-me-downs or gifts. But I still try and keep it condensed because otherwise, let's be honest, it just gets overwhelming come laundry if they have so many pairs of clothes. So honestly, even after I condensed it, it's still a lot, but I was happy getting it about one big black garbage bag worth of clothes out of their room. The other thing is though, Xander, I've always said, is like my little quarterback. He's tall, skinny. I've always bought him skinny jeans and stuff so that his pants wouldn't fall off his butt. And then Bjorn is totally my linebacker. And he's getting really close to not being able to even have his brother's hand-me-downs because he is just a solid kid. So I was really going through these with him being only 4. All his clothes are size 6. And when it comes to shirts, he wears the same as his brother. So going through all of these, it's definitely a lot harder when they wear clothing that are so close in size to know whose is who. So I'm literally having to look at pretty much every single tag. But then to put them away, this is my favorite way to fold kid clothes because you can see everything and really decide what you want to keep. As you can see, super simple. These are the shorts. I just fold them in half and then in half again, and they stand straight up. That way when I open the drawer, I can see everything and you're not worrying about the stuff on the bottom never getting worn because you never see it. So This really doesn't take that much more time, but makes life so much easier. So highly recommend, if you haven't done this to your kids' clothes, try it out. Decluttering's easier this way. Making sure they have matching outfits are easier this way. It's also easier for them to go in their room and pick what they want to wear themselves and give them more independence.
The way we like it to be. I'm telling you, now's the time to define who we are. Draw the line and make it like we want it to be. Who's gonna be there to put up a fight? Who's gonna turn all the wrongs into rights? We're waiting for a miracle. Who's gonna stand up and give us the truth? Who's gonna make it better for me and you? Guess it's gonna have to be us. The walls are gonna tumble down. You'll be happier without them around. And the music that we play is gonna make a sound that's strong enough to lift us off the ground. I'm telling you, everyone needs to care around the world, everywhere, about the way we like it to be. I'm telling you, now's the time to define who we are. Draw the line and make it like we want it to be. Who's gonna be there to put up a fight? Who's gonna turn all the wrongs into rights? We're waiting for a miracle. Who's gonna stand up and give us the truth? Who's gonna make it better for me and you? Guess it's gonna have to be us. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Ooh, guess it's gonna have to be us. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
So this was probably the most tedious portion, is going through all the kids' socks. I want to get rid of any socks with holes in them, anything that didn't have matches. I made sure to do this on a day that I had all the clothes washed. Like, I literally was planning, okay, I'm going to do this tomorrow, so I want to make sure everything is washed and I have nothing missing. So we went through one sock at a time, finding all the matches, and then anything, like I said, holes, no matches, we got rid of. Make life so much easier. The kids can just go in, grab the socks. Obviously this won't last forever, but I am happy that it is done. There was socks in there, honestly, that don't even fit the kids, but I hadn't gone thoroughly through them, so this just felt really good to get all of these in order and ready to go. And then after this, I just went through their shirts. For the most part, I wasn't worried about sizing on shirts. Like I said, when it comes to shirts, the boys were the same size, so I was just trying to narrow it down. They have a lot of shirts, and like I said, a lot of these are hand-me-downs or gifts and stuff like that, but I still wanted to just go through, and the stuff they weren't wearing, get rid of. It's very hard, I think, with kids' clothes, especially as parents, because we kind of hold on to memories and stuff even more than them, but it was definitely felt good to get rid of as much as possible, just to ease up their closet as much as possible, because this is a lot. I won't deny that they have a crazy amount of tops to choose from, between long sleeve, short sleeve, sweaters, zip up hoodies, things like that. It's a lot.
My every need to put in the time. I'm through trying to tell you what to do, how to make me fall for you. You should learn that on your own. I'll play cool, cause I hope you pick it up soon, and you know just what to do. Don't you? Boy, just be honest. I know you want it. Put some work into it, cause you know that I'm hard to love. It won't be easy, so don't be lazy. Just give it to me, cause you know that I'm hard to love. I'm hard to love.
And then after that, it was on to making lunch and then finishing up the downstairs. I wanted to go through pretty much the kitchen and get the kitchen completely done. I also really needed to mop the floors because the floors had not been done in a couple of days and we were dealing with some rain, so we just had muddy puppy prints all over the house. But on days like that, honestly, I don't even worry about mopping because it would literally last for about 30 seconds and then be done. So on this day, since it was a nicer day, I wanted to get the floors mopped because I was just over all the footprints all over the place. So for the most part, I was just using dish soap. However, this pan was a little bit harder to get clean, so I used some Barkeeper's Friend. It's become my new favorite thing to clean with when I have tough messes, but it worked so well. We had this pan the other night from roasting a pork shoulder, and it had stuff built up on it. So if you have pans that are really being difficult on you, definitely recommend trying out the Barkeeper's Friend.
I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down.
So for the most part, when it comes to my counters, I just use a multi-purpose spray. I will every once in a while use a granite cleaner with a sealer in it, like a 3-in-1 granite clean and seal product. But 90% of the time, I just use an all-purpose spray if it's Mrs. Meyers or Caldrea, pretty much whatever I'm in the mood for. I have a couple just because I like the different smells of cleaning products. And then on my stove, I use the Method degreaser. It is amazing. And I just literally spray it on there real quick. It sits for a couple seconds and wipe it off. And for the most part, it always gets everything. Unless I made something the night before that, I don't know, like spaghetti. Spaghetti likes to get all over the place. This stuff works really well. And I usually don't have to do much scrubbing at all.
Promise you won't let me drown. Let me drown. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever I've been gone, but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me. Kinda strange how I can take a beat from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface. 'Cause nobody gets song, gonna show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is...
Now, I don't always use this in my sink when I clean it out. Usually I just use dish soap, but today I was using the Barkeeper's Friend because I had dishes in the sink from the night prior. It also meant there was food particles from the night prior. This just works really well to get off any tough areas, so I wanted to use this. It also is really nice if you have a sink that is older, say you move into a newer place or just haven't figured out exactly how to keep a clean sink. This works to really just get rid of everything. So I highly recommend Barkeeper's Friend if you're looking to do a good, thorough, deep clean on your sink. It cleans it really well. It leaves it with a nice shine. My biggest secret to a shiny sink, most people think you have to like polish it. Just dry it out. Once you're done cleaning it, take a dry rag, dry it out, and your sink will shine because you won't have to worry about any watermarks or anything.
I'm looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me escape from my hideaway. I give up all of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah. Now I'm up against the wall, and I'm looking for your attention. I give up all of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah. Now I'm up against the wall, and I'm looking for your attention. And I'm looking for your attention. Looking for your attention. Looking for your attention. Oh yeah, I'm looking for your attention.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more. Girl, I think I'm losing my mind.
Oh, I realized I did not talk about my vacuum from earlier. So I have a couple different vacuums. I have said multiple times I'm a vacuum hoarder. However, I do have specific purposes for each vacuum. On the downstairs, I have the Shark Duo. I love this because it has a duster brush in front. So it leaves your floors shiny and clean and gets a lot of the stuff off your hard floors that a regular vacuum will just kind of throw away or not really get all the dust. So I love my Shark Duo if you have a lot of hard floors. And then I have a robot vacuum that I use daily just to keep up with dog hair. And my Quantum X I use on my carpeting because it has just a much better airflow and suction purpose. And then with mopping my floors, I'm a very, very basic when it comes to floor cleaners. I love my spin mop, but all I use is hot water and vinegar, and I put either dish soap or essential oils in the water just for the smell. But I keep it really, really basic, and this works on laminate, on tile, on hardwood floors, whatever you have. Vinegar, hot water, and a little bit of dish soap, and it will leave it beautiful. And these little socks I get asked about a lot also. I got these off of Amazon. They are mop socks. It's just nice because, let's be honest, we sometimes have to walk over the wet floors to get somewhere or just for whatever reason, and this makes it so you're not leaving all those little footprints because it is a microfiber sock. So I love, love, love my mop socks. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, leave me a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Also, if you are new here, I hope you would consider subscribing and joining me and my family here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. It just keeps you up to date with any new content I have coming out. But if this was not enough cleaning motivation for you guys, I have a couple videos here on the side. Check those out as well, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very fun day because we are doing a ton. Cleaning, of course, but I am also starting the painting in the nursery. My brother is coming over this weekend to help with the mural that I want to do in there. So I'm going to get some painting done, some cleaning done. This is literally going to be the best motivation you can get to get a bunch of stuff done in your house. Just homemaking at its best. So if you guys are ready, let's get into this.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time?
So I'm actually starting in the bedroom because I had to get a bunch of laundry done, and one of the things on my list was getting the sheets washed, so I figured start in here right away. I always love starting in the bedroom anyway because that way if I just need some time to get away, I have my little safe space that I can go and relax, and I just relax easier in a clean space. So that's why I always make sure the master bedroom, if anything isn't done in the house, at least my bed is made.
But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, nah. I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why don't you come on over and be my somebody to love? Somebody to love, somebody to love, somebody. I need somebody to love. I need somebody. I need somebody. Give me somebody, somebody to love.
Yeah. I haven't seen you in a while. I never thought you'd be so wild. But things are moving way too fast. Why don't we slow down? Yeah. Moving just like we used to. Baby, it's time to let loose now. Step back, deep breaths now, before things get out of control. control. I hope you really like me. I want it to be you and me. I wanna give it all to you. I can show you if you stick around, yeah. All I need is one night to change your mind. Wait until the morning before you get out of here, yeah. Baby, we need more time, yeah. More time to change our lives, yeah. We could be the greatest if you just give us a chance, yeah. You always been on my mind ever since I left your side. Yeah, I regret it oh so much, I hope you forgive me, yeah. Don't even care what they saying. We got this bond, so let's face it. Looking different now, so maybe this time things will work. I hope you really like me. I want it to be you and me. I wanna give it all to you. I can show you if you stick around, yeah. All I need is one night to change your mind. Wait until the morning before you get out of here, yeah. Baby, we need more time, yeah. More time to change our lives, yeah. We could be the greatest if you just give us a chance, yeah. Can we just stop fighting one time, one time? Can we just stop fighting one time, one time? Can we just stop fighting one time, yeah, and have a good life? Can we just stop fighting one time, one time? Can we just stop fighting one time, one time? Can we just stop fighting one time, yeah, and have a good life?
And then when I was done upstairs, I just came downstairs to start a load of laundry right away. Sorry about the awkward coloring. I don't know what happened, but the camera did not like this room this day. It was very orange, just weird. But just wanted to get the laundry started. Like I said, I had gotten kind of behind on the laundry. I also really need to do another cleanup of my laundry room. If you're new to my channel, I've said this before, but my laundry room is definitely like my dump zone. It's somewhere that is very easy for me to just close the door and walk away. So I try and stay on top of tackling it at least once a month so it doesn't get crazy, but it is definitely my dirty little secret. But then we moved into baby girl's room. I am doing this wall over here just a fresh clean white because, like I said, I'm doing a mural on this wall, and this was the boys' room. And as you can see, this wall was just dirty from the kids. This is the original paint from the builders, so it's a flat paint, which made it where it was impossible to clean. So I just wanted to go over it, one, with a semi-gloss that I could clean better, and two, just something to have it looking clean. And that way when my brother comes over, we can do everything else and start on this mural. He is an amazing drawer, so I'm gonna have him come and help sketch out what I want to paint on the wall, and just kind of assist me. I told him I think I'm a little too close to the project and I'm having a hard time envisioning exactly what I want to do, and having some fresh eyes I think will help.
What you need from me, need your love on me, put your love on me. I'ma do everything for you. I don't want anyone but you. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me. Can we stop the clock and rewind? Go back to that moment in time when you say you want me for life. Was it all a lie? I gave my all to deserve ya, begging on my knees just to show ya you're the one I want and I love ya. No, 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 no lie. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you as someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me.
So I'll say it right away because I know you guys are going to ask. So the color we decided with is Madagascar pink. I went with this because I felt like it was a more grown-up pink, which I know you're going to laugh at. A lot of people are going to be pink grown-up, but yes, it's more of a dusty mauve-y pink than like a bright bubblegum pink or baby pink. And that's what I wanted. That way it could kind of grow with her. it actually shows up a lot brighter on camera. So don't mind that. The camera sometimes plays tricks, but it's definitely more of a dusty mauve, and I love this color. Like, literally saw this color and was like, when I get an office of my own, I could totally see doing an accent wall in this color. And I really wanted the walls and the mural to be the main attraction of this room. So I don't mind going with something a little bit louder, because we're going to do fresh, clean white curtains. I'm actually thinking of doing white bedding and just let the walls and the mural really do the talking in this nursery.
Anyone but you. Put your arms around me, put your faith in me, put your love on me.
I've been gone but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me, kinda strange how I can take a beating from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface. Cause nobody gets me. I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. Looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me escape from my hideaway. I give up all of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah. Now I'm up against the wall, and I'm looking for your attention. Wide awake and I'm just scared away for a better chance at a great romance, and I'm just not getting any braver. Cause nobody gets me. I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. I'm looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me escape from my hideaway. I give up all of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah. Now I'm up against the wall, and I'm looking for your attention. All of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah. Now I'm up against the wall, and I'm looking for your attention. And I'm looking for your attention. I'm looking for your attention. Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more than friends. Ever since you came around, I've never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so low, went from just talking
So I ended up working on this all the way into the night, so I did not get as much done this day as originally planned. I really wanted to get into the boys' room and clean that up. I try and go in there about once a week and assist them. So this is actually the next day, me going in and helping them out. I'm thinking in my next video, possibly Monday, but maybe next Friday, I'm going to share the mural on the wall in the nursery. So make sure if you're not subscribed, you subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's really just going to depend on if my brother can make it over on Saturday or not. If he can, we should be able to bust it out and I can share it with you guys on Monday.
We've been here too long. I can't breathe, I can't take it slow. We're far away from home, but I can't wait to get you under my skin and right back to where we've been. Ooh, nah, nah. Give me a sign and tell me when to begin. Cause every time we leave I'm longing back to the place where the lights go down. Just you and I leaving out the rest. Oh, so that I need is you in my bed. Give me a sign more than in your head. Lonely together at its best. Oh, let me know now. Let me know now, now, now. Give me a sign. Let me know now, now, now.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you join me and my family here on YouTube. And for all my returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. And I really appreciate all your support and kind words. And make sure you have those notification bells clicked if you want to see this nursery take transformation. But until next time, bye!
Cause every time we leave I'm longing back to the place where the lights go down. Just you and I leave